see that? This is what we have. So now we are going to work, what we worked on this row is exactly what we are going to work on this, okay? You see that this is what we worked here and this is what we worked here. So this is what we are going to work here. So what we do here is we chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip the next 2 stitches and then work 2 double crochets into the first stitch of the next leaflet, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and lastly 2 double crochets into the next or the last stitch of this leaflet. Okay, chain 3, skip the first stitch of the next leaflet and work 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches of this leaflet. Okay, chain 3, into the first stitch of the next leaflet we work 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet in the next. Lastly 2 double crochets into the last stitch of this leaflet. Chain 3, skip the first stitch of the next leaflet and work 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches. Chain 3, skip 3 stitches, work 2 double crochets into the next double crochet stitch and then 1 double crochet into the next, and the last stitch of this leaflet we work 2 double crochets. Okay, chain 3, work 1 double crochet into the corner, chain 3, work 2 double crochets into the next double crochet stitch, 1 double crochet into the next, and then lastly 2 double crochets into the very last stitch of this leaflet. Okay, chain 3, skip the first stitch of the next leaflet and work 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches. Chain 3, into the first stitch of the next leaflet we work 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets into the last stitch of this leaflet. Chain 3, skip the first stitch of this leaflet and work 3 double crochets into the next. Okay, chain 3, into the first stitch of the next leaflet we work 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet into the next, and lastly into the last stitch of this leaflet we work 2 double crochets. Chain 3, into the corner we work 1 double crochet and then chain 3, work 2 double crochets into the next double crochet stitch, 1 double crochet in the next, and lastly 2 double crochets into the last stitch of this leaflet. Chain 3, literally it's just the same thing. Skip the first stitch of the next leaflet and work 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches. Chain 3, 2 double crochets into the very first stitch of the next leaflet, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then lastly 2 double crochets into the last stitch of this leaflet. Chain 3, skip the first stitch and work 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches of the next leaflet. Chain 3. I think you guys are now getting the pattern really well, because it's just the same repeat of 3 steps. Okay, so here I'll work 2 double crochets, and then 1 double crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Chain 3, into the next double crochet stitch we work 1 double crochet, chain 3, we work 2 double crochets into the next double crochet stitch, 1 double crochet in the next, and lastly 2 double crochets into the next double crochet stitch. Chain 3, skip the first stitch of the next leaflet and work 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches. Chain 3, 2 double crochets in the next double crochet stitch. One double crochet into the next stitch, and lastly 2 double crochets into the next the last stitch of this leaflet. Chain 3, 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches of the next leaflet. Chain 3, 2 double crochets into the next double crochet stitch. 1 double crochet into the next, and lastly 2 double crochets into the next double crochet stitch. So here we chain 3 and then work a slip stitch into the 3rd chain stitch of the 6 that started the row. So this is what we have. Okay, should I just add one more explanation still for this? I feel like you guys can now recap and watch what we have done. Literally now from here we are going to do exactly what we did here for this next step. Then do this for the next, then do this for the next. So literally you are just going to repeat this, just increasing the number of times you repeat from corner to corner, here to here, because the leaflets become many and they keep increasing in number. So I'm going to let you recap that, please. I'm not going to go ahead and just explain the same thing. So I'll let you recap that until you have a total number of 15 rows, just like I do have here. I have 15 rows. Okay, that's what I have. So I'll let you work that until you have this number of rows, and once you do, you will repeat the whole same procedure so that you have 2 pieces of these, because I need 2 pieces of this before I can get us started on the next thing. Okay, so let me let you work your 2 pieces, and once you have them, I'm going to get back and show you what to do next. So as you guys can see, I have my 2 pieces and place them together like this. Just make sure each corner is rightly placed onto the other, because now I'm going to do the joining. So we shall get into the very just find your way into where you ended, okay, on just one of these. So you're going to find your way into both stitches on both pieces, just like that, and work a single crochet. Okay, once you have done that, you are going to get into these chain gaps of the 2 pieces, and you work 3 single crochets. Remember, we are doing this because we had 3 chains here, so we work 3 single crochets, and then into the next stitch you get into both pieces just like that and work a single crochet. Do the same for the next piece. Okay, and once you get to the chain gaps, you work 3 single crochets into the chain gap. When you get to these stitches, you work 1 single crochet into every stitch. Okay, so just continue with this. You see how it looks like. We are doing this on top. Please do not turn your work in out. You see mine? This is the inside of every piece, and I'm working this on top. Okay, So just work this all the way around, and just make sure we have one opening left. That will be this side at the top. So we are going to work all the way around and just leave one opening, okay? So I'll let you work that and join your pieces. Your work should look like this. You see? And now this is the inside. That's how my inside looks like. So this is the outside. So your joint, when you finish working your work, it should be as clean as this. Okay? So just work all the way around and make sure you leave just one opening at the top here. Then I'll get back and show you what to do next. So this is how my work looks like. And I have one opening here. Okay? So first of all, before I continue, I just want to work one more design on my border. But if you want to just leave it like this, you can also just do that. So here I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work. Into that very first stitch, I am going to work 2 double crochets. And then skip 3 stitches and work a single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 2, work 2 double crochets into that very same stitch, and then skip 2 stitches, and into the third stitch you work a single crochet. Chain 2, work 2 double crochets into the very same stitch, skip 2 stitches, into the third stitch you work a single crochet. Okay, chain 2, work 2 double crochets into that very same stitch, and then skip 2 stitches, into the third stitch you work a single crochet. So this is how it's going to look like. There is going to be that sort of like design on the sides of your bag, okay, going all the way down. So you're going to work this all the way around until you get back to this point right here. And once there, you will cut your yarn. So let me get back after you have worked your border. You can choose any other border design that you want, okay? This is just my sort of like choice. That's why I worked, I joined my 2 pieces on the outside because I wanted to add something more on the sides of my bag. So just do this until you get to the end of the row, and then I can get back and show you what to do next. So this is how my work looks like. All right, I have finished working this border design just like I wanted it, and that's how it looks like. Okay, so now we are going to move on to working the handles or straps of our bag. All right, so first of all, we are going to mark the middle on both ends. Looking at my piece, if I get to see here and then here and then here and then here, that means this is the middle. This is the middle leaflet, and that means on the middle leaflet I have to find the middle stitch. 1 2 3 4 5. So this should be the middle. I hope you guys have understood the trick I have used just to find the middle, just like that. I don't have stitch markers, so I try to improvise. If you have stitch markers, that's exactly what you have to use. Mark the middle of your, this is actually where our straps are going to go all the way up. So we are going to get our yarn and insert it into that stitch that we just marked, just like that. Okay, chain 2, we are going to go into the second stitch and the third stitch and just work 2 double crochets together, just like that. Okay, now here we are going to chain 3, work 1 single crochet, skip 4 and work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. I hope you guys see that clearly. And then chain 3, skip 4, work 2 double crochets into the first stitch of this leaflet. and then 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches. Okay, I say 2 double crochets into the first stitch of the leaflet and then 3 double crochets into the next 3 stitches. Lastly, into the last stitch of this leaflet, we work 2 double crochets, chain 3, skip 4, work 1 double crochet into the next stitch,